Welcome back, guys, to the third installment of my winter rebuild. I've been busy since I talked to you last. I've been getting the 300ZX gearbox that came out of the car ready for sale. Found that there was a couple of the bolts in the adapter plate were broken, so I've replaced them and got that all ready to go. In the meantime, I've found that the starter motor, there's a lug broken off it, so that's going to have to be either repaired or replaced, most likely replaced. But this week, mostly I'm going to be concentrating on the subframe. I have that out there. I'm going to get ready to make the cut, move the rack forward and get that back into the car. First cut done. So that's the subframe pretty much ready to weld. I've got it cleaned down there, ready to MIG weld. That's it sitting in its standard location. And when I push it forward, boom, 25mm out. That's everything welded up. The rack moved forward 25mm. All looks pretty good. I also welded on those washers to give the bolt holes a little bit more strength and hopefully prevent the bolts from moving out of their position again. So that's all good. I'm going to put a little bit of paint on this and then check the rest of the suspension parts. Once I'm happy with those, can all go back together. So tonight I'm back out here. I've the subframe painted up, just a little bit of black paint just to tidy that up. I've been having a look at the tension arm brackets. I've already got a cross brace welded in. Looks like this is pretty okay. Just want to straighten up a little bit of bending down along there. You can see it's bent up along, and on the other side again just a small bit of bending there. I'm just going to straighten it out and the tension arm bracket should be ready to go back in. No need to make up new ones, which is great. Sorry, the camera went a little bit crazy there, but it's straightened, it's ready, and we can start bolting it back into the car. So back in underneath the car, going to get all this stuff bolted back in, get the car back rolling again. If you're wondering why all of a sudden I'm wearing glasses in underneath the car, I was up at the eye and ear yesterday because I managed to get steel in my eye at some stage. I don't really know how, because I would be pretty good at wearing glasses when I'm grinding and welding and stuff like that, but I'm not willing to risk it again. While the staff were very, very good up there, it's not a pleasant experience, believe me. So make sure you're keeping your glasses on when you're working on your cars. I was a little bit of debate about front anti-roll bars. So some guys don't like to run them, some guys do. I know the Wise Fab, there's no provision actually for running the front anti-roll bar, but a couple of years back I didn't have the anti-roll bar back in the car. Not a different suspension and tyres and stuff like that as well, but since I put the anti-roll bar back in it, the confidence I have on entry, throwing it in on entry, it's amazing. It really stabilises the front end. It gives you that confidence to throw the car in. You know, maybe it suits some guys, maybe it doesn't, but I don't think I'd ever run it without front anti-roll bar again. Just the difference it made when I put it back in. And it's only a standard anti-roll bar, but I find it brilliant. So with all those back in now, I can look at putting back in the wishbones, the hubs, brakes, and get it back rolling again. So that all looks pretty good in there. I'm pretty happy with that. Most of the front suspension has been bolted back in. The only thing I really have left to do is the steering rack, but I'm not going to put that back in until I get my bushings. I'm going to have to order some steering rack bushings for it. But everything seems to be lining up a hell of a lot better than it was, so it's all pretty good. The DMAC arms, I have them set as much as I can. I'm going to have to probably bring it down to Group D and get everything set up again. To be honest, I'm thinking of buying a new pair of arms, bottom arms for it, so that I can have those ones. They've been repaired before, so get those ones just for spare, just to have them at events. They also have a new position on the top mount, so I might get that done as well. So Darren, if you're listening, hook me up. So that's pretty much it for another week, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Just before I sign off for another week, I just wanted to shout out to Chris Burnett. Chris seen one of my earlier videos and he noticed that I'd lost the fuel cap. He'd actually picked up a fuel cap in Mondello at Japfest at the last round and realised it must be belonging to me. So he sent that back to me with a little note. So I'll just show you the note here. So he's saying, fuel cap, you can thank the pros for driving over it all day Sunday. And remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, righty tighty, righty tighty. So thanks very much for that, Chris. I appreciate it. It'll go back onto the car. And thanks to you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll be tearing into it again and getting this car ready for next year. So cheers, peace out, talk to you soon.